monthly on my TikTok, or I try to do monthly, so if you haven't seen it, that was there. I want to go to New York, but the prices for New York were looking crazy, and I'm like, I'm already in Canada. We have a big city. Let's go to Toronto. So I got here this morning. I just put my stuff up in my Airbnb, and I have a rough estimate of, like, a rough idea of what I want my trip to be, but I didn't really plan anything for today. The idea of this trip: dance as much as possible, dance as much as possible, as much as I can, as hard as I can, because in my college town, not a lot of dancing. In my college town, they play they play one Danza Kuduro song, and they don't even play for the whole thing, and they call that Hispanic music. And I said, nothing against Don Omar, but, like, you know what I mean. This weekend we're gonna dance. You'll see it as we go, but right now, because I won't meet my friend until later, it's noon right now, I'm going to go to the St. Lawrence market. Back in the day when I used to live in Canada, before college right now, before my undergrad, all that, we used to live in Canada, and we used to go to the St. Lawrence market when we would make a trip down to Toronto. And now that I'm here, I might as well. Also, it's almost lunchtime, so I bet there's something good for me to eat. Let's go. On the bus that I was just on, there's one guy playing rock music, blasting it from his backpack on the right side, and then on the left side I had someone singing opera music, and I said, that's what the city is for.
Everything goes white. I can feel the breeze.
So what had happened was, I used to come here often when I was little. I love fish and chips, and a long time ago I remember eating this, and I found it again, so hopefully it's as good as the first time, because first of all, it was $21. Okay, it looks good. The chips are chipsin'. I'm waiting in this long ass line. I get to the front of the line and it says no credit card. Guess who only brought their credit card? This one right here. Okay, I asked there's a girl standing behind me, and I was like, can I e-transfer you some money? Because I did not bring a debit card. She was super sweet, super nice, e-transferred me, and then she asked me why I was holding my camera, and then I told her I make videos, and she's like, I'm gonna follow you. Till that went, shout out to her, or else I would have waited that whole time in line and would have gotten no food. This height is a little bit better. My camera is currently balancing on my purse, so we're a little to the left. Speaking of Beyonce, she's here right now. I don't like hunching over, but I want to get myself in the frame. It is way too hot. It is way too hot. If you can't see me, I'm hiding in the shade, in the little itsy bitsy of shade, sitting on the floor. Girl, I'm about to pass out. It's 26 degrees, no clouds. First things first, I'm a woman in STEM. I don't like carrying things, so I put my little bag around my, what is this called, my fanny pack, because why not? Second, what was I gonna say? The food rating, I would give it like a 6.97 out of 10, which is what I told my dad. The best fish and chips I've ever had have been in London, England. I don't know, I can't top it. I went back to London and I couldn't go to that place because I literally couldn't even remember the name of the first time that I went. The first time I went with like a school trip, and then we got off at this random train station. We were waiting for like the next step in our tour, and they're like, okay, you guys have like a 30-minute break, go eat. And it was literally the first pub off the train station that we went in, and I had the best fish chips of my entire life, and I have never had something that good since. So every time I eat one, I compare it back to that one. Yeah, 6.97. The fries were okay, the tartar sauce was good actually, but the fish was just like a little mushy for me, and I'm a foodie, so it needs to taste 10 out of 10. Right now I'm doing a little walk. I'm going to Sugar Beach, in quotations, heavy on the quotations, and we're gonna check it out. We have made it to Sugar Beach vibes. I found the perfect little one-person chair with the umbrella. There's shade. It's really nice outside. The wind is doing its thing. When I was eating my fish and chips, I was literally sweating like through, like even my forearms were sweating. It was so hot. So yesterday I finished my last shift at the hospital in my first rotation. I knew this ahead of time, and I was like, I need a little break after that. So I will not be doing homework until Monday. all my assignments will be taking a pause. I did put a group project, but will be obviously doing my part. I'm not that group member that slacks off. Never me, never I. I need a lemonade, bro. I need a lemonade because it's just, I need a drink in my hand. Lemonade, freshly squeezed, or like I don't know, something icy.
Euphoric delight.
Brown butter coffee. This is good. Brown butter anything. Yum. That waffle cone is so good. It's so hot outside. This is like, wow. This is so good. I've seen way too many handsome people. And not too many, but like, you know, in my college town, it's just not it. Here, everywhere I go, I saw this construction worker and I said, baby girl, what's your name? Then I was walking and I saw this guy. I was like, wow, he's very handsome. And as I'm like passing him by, he's like, you look great. And I said, yes I do. Yes, I said thanks. But in my brain I'm like, yes I do. Yes I do. In conclusion, it means that tonight I need to pop off. Wherever I go out, I need to look good. To see if I can find myself a little pen pal. Ice cream, 10 out of 10. The cone is good, crunchy, sweet. The ice cream. Right now I'm just walking around, killing time until I have to like go get ready, and I'm gonna give myself ample of time to do that so I can do like a whole, oh, it's dark again. Hello. In conclusion, I'm gonna go to Eaton Center. It's very touristy, but might as well. Taking a little walk break because it's so hot, but I love human interactions, and that's why I think that's why I love the city so much. And the story that I'm about to tell you real quick didn't even happen within half a block distance of me walking. So I'm walking down the street, right, and there's two benches. So I passed by the first bench, and the guy on the first bench, like this older man, he's like, oh my goodness, I love your braids. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much, you're so kind. And then when I get to the second bench, there's someone else sitting there, and then they see me holding a camera, and the person's like, hey, can you take a photo of me? And I was like, yes, of course. But my camera was like not set up in like the photo mode, so I just like took a photo in like automatic, kind of just click the shutter, and then I showed it to him. The photo's kind of further away, but here's the photo so you can see. When I'm about to leave my conversation with the person on the second bench, someone is like calling my attention behind me, and I turn around and this person comes up to me and they're like, hey, like, does this lens fit your camera? They're holding like a lens, and I'm like, well, is it a Canon lens? And they're like, they turn it around and it says Canon on it. I was like, oh yeah, it would fit my camera. And then he's like, how much do you think this is worth? And I'm like, a lens is probably like around $100, I don't know, new, used, whatever. And then he's like, hey, I'll sell it to you for 20. And I was like, well, that's so nice, but I already have that exact same lens. It was like an 18 to 55 millimeter lens. And I was like, I don't need it. You can keep it. It's your lens. Like, I don't want to take your lens. And he's like, no. You take my lens and you have a great day. And I'm like, okay. So now I have this lens. Doesn't have a cap on it or anything. And I'm just walking around holding this lens. And I'm like, I wonder what I can do with this, because I have this exact same one. Not with me right now, but I have it 18 to 55. So I was like, I have time to kill. We're gonna try something out, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but if it does, I tried. There's a pawn shop like 5 minutes down the road, kind of close to, because I was walking away from it, and then I thought about this as I was walking, close to where the interaction was. So I'm gonna go to the pawn shop, see how much they're gonna give me for this. I don't care if they give me 10 bucks. If they give me like 10, 20 bucks, I'm gonna take that money, walk back to the guy who handed this to me, and just give them the money, because why not? I have time, and it was theirs. Let's see how this goes. You're not even gonna believe the story. You're not even gonna believe the story. So I'm just tell you, and I'm gonna tell you right here. I don't even know what just happened to me in the past 30 minutes. So what happened was, I'm walking after I get my dinky dink idea of going to the pawn shop to get this money to give it to this homeless man. I am walking to the shop, and across the street there's someone who's looking at me, and he like puts his finger up, and he's like, as if he's like saying 1 second, but I'm like, well, I don't think he's talking to me, so I keep walking. I get to the intersection, and the man meets me at the intersection, and I'm like, and he's like, oh, hi. I was like, okay, wait, what? Hi, how are you? He's like, I just ran down the street because I need to tell you, you're so beautiful. And I said, I don't know what's in the air today, y'all. I don't know if it's this little Alfie outfit, but I was like, oh, thank you so much. And he's like, oh, like, can we go out? Like, I don't drink, but like, can I take you out for a coffee? And I was like, I didn't know what to say. So I was like, you know what, you wanna join me in my little pawn shop exchange adventure? And he's like, sure. But he had to go back to his station first to like tell his, I guess, co-workers that he was gonna leave for a second. So I go to the pawn shop. I get to the door. There's 3 people standing at the door, and I was like, oh, do any of you guys work here? And he's like, oh, yeah, but we don't take camera lenses. You have to go to there's a store around the corner that takes camera lenses. And I was like, okay, perfect. I'll go ahead and do that one. But I had told the original guy to come meet me at that specific store for my little adventure. So I was like, oh, I guess he won't see me. I turn around the corner to go to the camera store. I'm in the store, and I hear the guy come in. I'm guessing he went to the first store I told him to, and they told him that they sent me to the other store. So I'm at the store, and then I meet the guy at the back, and I'm like, okay, I have this extra camera lens. What can you give me for it? And I said, well, I'll take anything. He was like, okay, I'll take it for free. I was like, not for free. Give me like something. Give me like 20 bucks or something. Sorry, it's easier to vlog in public when I have my glasses on. So he's like, I'll give you $5. And I'm like, give me 20. He's like, I'll give you 5. And I'm like, so you don't understand. So then I tell him the whole story of why I'm doing what I'm doing. He has no heart, and the guy that who came to this, like, ran up to me and now is at the store with me, he's like, let's get out of here. We'll just like buy him something. The guy at the register, when I tell him the story, he's like, so you took the camera and didn't give him any money? You could have bought him food at least. And I'm like, first of all, step the back, sir. I don't have any cash on me. What am I gonna give him, my credit card? Clearly, we didn't have any cash this morning. I had to e-transfer someone. I don't have any cash on me. So he was rude about it. And then the guy who was with me now, we'll call him Running Man. He's like, okay, it's fine. He's being rude. Let me just go buy, like, let's go buy him a meal. At the corner of where the camera store is, there's a McDonald's. He's like, here's the thing. I need to go back to my work site. He gives me his credit card. He's like, buy that man a meal, buy yourself something, and get me an iced coffee and 2 chocolate chip cookies. And I said, sir, you literally just met me. He hands me over his credit card. And I'm like, what is going on? So I get the stuff. I go to the park. Thankfully, the place where I saw the man that gave me the lens, camera lens guy, and the pawn shop is literally across the street. I don't know how that worked out, but it did. So I go across the street to find him. He's sitting on the bench. Mind you, camera lens guy is very handsome, beautiful eyes. He has an earring on, and he's there with the guy that at first complimented my hair. And I'm like, listen, I went to the pawn store. I tried to get something for this camera. They basically laughed in my face, and I felt really bad. I didn't have any cash, so here's some early dinner, because he was already eating something, and he's like flabbergasted. He's like, you didn't have to do that. I gave you that camera for free. There was a reason. Like, you didn't have to do all that. You're so nice. So I'm chatting it up with camera lens guy, hair compliment guy, and I give him like the bag. I bought him like a burger, a drink, some fries, and I put the camera lens back in the bag as well. Gave it to him, gave him a nice day. Hair compliment guy comes over. He's like, you're very beautiful. Takes my hand, kisses my hand, and I said, sir, not in public. So I'm homies with, what are they named? Rick and Dre, I believe they're their names. And then I go back walking to, I still have the iced coffee and the cookies that I need to get. Not the camera dying. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up, gonna do it quick. I still have the iced coffee and the cookies in the hand. I'm walking back to the construction site, and this man is like, oh my goodness, I thought you stole my card. Like, you were taking so long. I was like, sorry, I couldn't find them, and I finally found them. I have the iced coffee in his hand, and I give it to him, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I have to go. Like, my friend's waiting for me. Nobody's waiting for me. Well, I mean, my friend is waiting for me, but like at 10 p.m. there was no lie. It was just a small twisted truth. And I was like, my friend's waiting for me, and he's like, like, I can have your number, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to say at this point. I can't be like, no, you literally give me your card, and I felt bad. So I give him my number, the plan of blocking it at the end, and I start giving him my number. My number is California area code, and he's like, oh, that's your fake number, like, because he didn't recognize the area code, and I'm like, I swear. So he's like he dials up my number, and he calls me in front of me so he can see that's my phone number. I was like, told you, I didn't lie. And then I'm walking away. I was like, yeah, sorry, I really gotta go. And then he's like, oh, like, I need to take you out this weekend. Like, I need to take you out. Like, what do you prefer, a motorcycle or a Jeep? Not giving me car transportation options. I'm gonna head out so I can catch my train, but this man is giving me car transportation option. As I was telling you the story, my phone was buzzing, so I think that was him.
sickly sweet, keeps me coming, got me weak.
I'm back in my Airbnb. I came earlier, but it wasn't check-in time. Check-in was at 3, and I just came to drop off my luggage, and now my room is ready. So I'm in the room. But last off I left of the story is that he gave me car transportation options. He's like, we need to go out somewhere this weekend. And I was like, okay, thank you. And then he texted me, and then I just texted him back saying like, thank you for offering your card to pay for this man's meal. Like, I was gonna buy it myself. I didn't ask him for the card. My day has been so interesting. Let me give you a little tour. But the view here, insane. The lighting in here, amazing. On my way here, I quickly stopped at Shoppers because I realized that I didn't bring a mascara, and I went into the Shoppers to like get the mascara I usually get, which is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Why was it $21.99? I thought this was the drugstore. Might as well go into Sephora and just get the Better Than Sex mascara. Anyways, Essence will always be that girl, and come through. The one that I wanted from Essence was sold out, so I got the Lash Princess. Yeah, she's that girl, and hopefully she'll be that girl because I haven't tried this one. So we'll see how that goes. But it is currently 6 o'clock. I need to text my friend to see what time we're meeting up because we're gonna go out. This is the door, and then there's a room here. The little kitchen table area, little kitchen. Love the appliances. I can get a little... So I can see the CN Tower from here. I'll show you in a second. But last time I came into Toronto and stayed, because I came one time before I had like a little layover and then like explored for the day. But the time that I stayed was for my birthday, and it was a thing where it was like a room in like a brownstone kind of house. And this one is a room in a condo. So there's like, I get a key, close the door, and then there's another person that's supposed to stay in that room. There's no one there right now. Both doors were open and everything was empty. I think the last guest already checked out, but this is my room. First of all, the lighting, chef's kiss. You come in, you have the bed, you have the desk, and then the city skyline. I don't know if you can see, where's the CN Tower? Right there. It looks way closer in person. Let me zoom you in. She's there. And then a big old park. It's giving Central Park vibes. I know there's houses in there, but you know, if you were to do like a quick peek and glance, giving New York on a budget. No, but today was so fun. Oh, and then back here is the little closet area. So I'll probably flip, honestly, this table this way so I can film my little get ready with me, my little makeshift tripod. So I was supposed to go out tonight, and then my plan got canceled. Or my plans got canceled. I didn't cancel the plans. The plan canceled. I'm still gonna get ready and go out to dinner because I need to eat dinner. I was really excited to go out though, and now we're not. I know I said, I don't know if you watched my TikTok mood board for the month. I said that I wanted to go out on my own to like a high-end bar or something and just sit there and look cute. You know, I didn't think it was gonna forcefully happen. I thought I was just gonna get a chance to just do it. So that's what we're doing today. I'm getting ready. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner yet, but I'm in the city. I'm in the city and I want to do something fun. But the thought of going to a club by myself also scares me. Dancing by myself with no one else there? I mean, I know there's gonna be other people there, but they're gonna be with their friends. I don't know. This is gonna be a pretty long vlog anyways, so I'm just gonna show you the end product of what my outfit, hair, and makeup are gonna look like, so I don't keep adding on to it, because I'm gonna try to put the whole weekend in this one vlog. So this is a before. I am gonna take out my braids and just do a slick back hair, and we'll see where tonight takes us. This is the finished look. So I'm gonna go out to the club by myself. Went to Latin club, so that's gonna make me feel better because the music is the one that I like. Wish me luck. Hopefully it goes well. And this is the QOTD. I kind of want to change the shirt for the black one that I have. I think I like this better. When I planned this outfit, I planned it with a mini skirt, but if I'm gonna do the dancing that I think I'm gonna do tonight, I don't want to show everyone my glutes. So cargos for the win. Like always, I love wearing cargos to the club. I did all silver jewelry today. jewelry. I'm gonna do my black bag and then we're heading out. Okay, it's really dark and I'm in this weird position because my French chipped this morning and I did not have time to fix it. And I know this is gel polish and you're supposed to cure it, but I'm gonna just put it on and hope for the best. I know that's not good. That's probably gonna rub off just to make me feel better. I know people are not gonna even be looking at my toes, but that makes me feel better. Let's do a little morning debrief. Yesterday, I challenged myself to go out by myself because my plans got canceled. And I was like, there's no way I'm in the city where there's Latin clubs and I'm not gonna go to one because I have no one to go with. I texted a couple friends. Some people were like, oh, still figuring out what we're doing, whatever. And I said, you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna go. I go. And first issue that I run into, I reset my PIN number on my credit card, and after you reset it, you can reset it online, and it says when you make a purchase, the card can be denied 3 times, so that's normal, like up to 3 times, and then you'll be able to use it. So I get to the club and there's an entrance fee and there's an ATM right there, so I put my card in the ATM. It says declined. I'm like, okay, can't take it out because the closed, right? So I asked someone to take it out. I've tried it 4 times, and for these people, the browser probably thinks this girl got no money. So I was like, do you know anywhere that does cashback? Because it's not working. I walk down 2 city blocks, get to this this convenience store that someone told me they do cashback. Get to there, they're like, we don't do cashback. I'm like, cool. I go to the ATM. There's one in the convenience store, and I was like, let me just keep trying to see if it finally works because it needs a couple times. It doesn't work. Call my bank, and I'm like, yo, I followed your instructions. She's like, oh yeah, but you need to use an ATM from our bank. And I was like, the closest one is 2 kilometers away. That's not gonna happen. Someone went to deposit or like take out money out of the ATM, and I was like, hey, is it possible if I can e-transfer you $20 and then you can take out $20? Rude. They were so rude. Wouldn't even look me in the eye, and they're like, they muffled their answer. I'm like, pardon, like, can you repeat that? Was that a yes or a no? And they're like, no. I'm like, I'm sorry. Went to a restaurant next door, and I asked them if they do cashback, and they're like, no, try the convenience store. I'm like, sir, I already tried the convenience store. At that point, I had tried a pub on the way, a Domino's, the convenience store, and that was my 4th establishment asking for a cashback. He's like, sorry, no, we can't do it. And I was like, can I e-transfer you $20 and you give me $20? And he's like, oh yeah, I can do that. Saved my night. Gave me the $20, walked 2 blocks back into the club, got in, and then that's when it hit me that I was like, oh, I'm here by myself. Because I was like on a mission trying to do everything else, and I'm like, oh no, now I have to do this. So I'm dancing, and there's like this man that is getting a little too close for my comfort, and then some girls realized and they pulled me aside, and I was like, yes, queen. So I danced with them for a little, and then I found another group of girls that were really hyped up, so I danced with them, and then I was dancing, and I feel someone tap me in the back, and I was like, oh, another man trying to be annoying. And I turned around and they're like, do you make TikToks? So I met Sadio, I hope I said her name right, yesterday, and we had a time and we vibed. So night was good after I got over, like, there's like the first 30 minutes that awkward when you like don't know what to do. Everyone's like in their gang and you're like kind of like just standing there, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be awkward or weird, I'm just dancing. You know what, at least I was dancing because there was one guy that I know was there by himself because he was just by himself the entire night, but he just stood there like a brick in the middle of the dance floor, just stood like this and was watching everyone. And I'm like, at least sway left to right. He just stood there like a brick. Hey, we're all going through it. It's hard sometimes. Okay, so that was that. And then came home, got some Uber Eats, and now I'm here at this bed, and these pillows are so comfy, by the way. It is late. I'm supposed to be going to South St. Clair, and I'm still going. It's 1:48, so, and it's an hour, like 40-minute train ride from where I am. So, and I'm meeting up with my friends. So I'm gonna go start getting ready, shower. I'll show you the outfit. The get ready with me's will be on the TikTok platform. So this is a before, get into it. I still couldn't get the eyeliner off from last night. And then we're gonna look cute. Okay, put my hair in a braid. The braid is wonky. We're not gonna do it again. My arms hurt. This is the makeup for today. I needed to put on my earrings and I popped off a nail. So I'm gonna glue that on after I have my outfit on. But I just wanted to show you the makeup. This is my outfit for the day. The mess is on the floor. You can see the full fit on my TikTok, but I think I might continue the vlog on my phone because I don't want to bring this camera around. It's heavy and I need my hands to be free so I can dance and bust it down as much as I can. But this is the fit. And yes, these are lab glasses. I just thought they looked cool. Like, it futuristic? I don't know. I vibe with it, so that's all that matters. It is Sunday. My body is sore. It's about 10 a.m. I need to leave the Airbnb at noon. And this place is a mess. It's a mess. All I did in here was get dressed, get ready, and leave. I need to get out the Airbnb at noon, and then I'm leaving today at 5. I do have a couple hours to still do stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The Salsa St. Clair thing is also happening today, but that's like a 40-minute train ride from here, and I don't know if I want to do that, so maybe I'll do something a little bit more central. So I'll figure out if there's anything cool and popping down here. My body's so sore because yesterday all I did was dance. I didn't bring my vlog camera around because I didn't want to carry anything, and I was literally just dancing. I danced in the rain, I danced with my friends. I eventually found them. It was just too much fun, and I didn't want to leave Salsa St. Clair. But then I had already bought my ticket to go to Nouveau, so I had to leave there to go to Nouveau. Honestly, part of me kind of wishes I would have stayed in Salsa St. Clair because my friends were there. I mean, my friends were also at Nouveau, but just the vibes there were just spectacular. I have this opinion about every single music genre. No matter how much I love the genre, I need the DJ to give me lots of different layers in the genre. Don't play just reggaeton for 30 minutes straight, because then my hips are about to fall off because all I've been doing is shaking, you know? Put some reggaeton there, put some salsa, put some bachata, like mix it up, put some dembow, like, you know, switch it up. Don't do it like back to back to back to back to back to back, because then I'm doing that same dance move for 25 minutes and then that part of my body's about to, you know? Yeah, so yesterday was good. There were just so many good looking people at Salsa St. Clair, and I was just like, hi, how are you? I don't know if I even want to do makeup today. This is my hair from last night. The braid wasn't good to start with, but I just couldn't. I just had no energy to do it again. My arms were hurting. So I did it yesterday morning, went to Salsa St. Clair. I was supposed to leave that at 7, didn't leave it till 9 because it was too good and I couldn't leave. Took an Uber home, rushed, came here, had only enough time to shower and powder, headed out the door to go to Nouveau. I love that. I just love that. The point and purpose of this weekend was for me to dance, and I did exactly that. My knees are sore, my quads are on fire, like they're so sore, and I love that that's the struggle that I have. Okay, so I'm just going to tidy everything up, and then I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna do until I need to hop on a plane at LAX with a dream in my God again. Look at this. I'm gonna put all of this back in there. I'm now ready for the day. I have cleaned up the mess. Everything is back in there. Now we have to close it. I didn't pack it as efficiently as I did when I got here, so I'm gonna have to sit on it a little and see if I can get it closed. Good thing I didn't buy anything while I was here, because I was thinking of going shopping, because that thing would have not closed if I bought something. Okay, I'm gonna quickly search up any luggage storage. I'm wearing my fanny pack today. The purpose of today is dancing part 2, so I don't want to hold anything. Like I was saying, I'm gonna looking for luggage storage so I can store my luggage while I wait to. When I was here last time and I did this, I think I used the company called Bounce, which is $8 an hour. But there's a map, right? And it shows all the places you can store your luggage in the city, so you can be hands-free if you're waiting for like a hotel check-in, or if you have a late checkout but like a later flight or something like that, then that's what I'm gonna do.